Hello ladies and gentlemen, this is Destiny from Desphixs and welcome back to another video in the Django e-commerce. In this one, we'll be working on the notification management here in Django. That is what we'll be learning. Hopefully you will enjoy the video and learn something new. So let's get started. So the very first thing I'm going to do will be to open up our code editor and let's write some function here that's going to help us manage notifications like listing notifications and updating notifications. So I'm going to say add login required and we create a new one called notice, passing a request parameter, and let's fetch all the notifications by saying vendor models dot notification dot objects dot filter by, and I'm going to say user should be equal to requests dot user and scene should be equal to false. Very good. So after this, let's create a context and I'm going to say notice should be what? Notice. Then we could return a template. If you don't want to type it out, you could copy and paste. And the template's name is going to be called notice.html. So we're kind of like repeating ourselves now. You see, so all these are actually very simple and we don't need to waste time on them. So over here, I'm going to create a new function to help us mark notifications as seen. So I will say define mark noti thing, and we just need to pass in requests and ID. Very good. Now I need to say noti should be equal to vendor models dot notifications dot objects dot get. I want to get one notification where the user is equal to the logged in user and the ID is equal to the ID that will pass at the function parameter. All we just need to say is noti dot scene should be equal to true. Then go ahead and save noti dot save. Then let's send some message and also redirect. So I want to send a message and say notification marked as seen, notification marked as seen, and also over here return redirect vendor notice. Good. Then what is the next thing that we need to do? Create URLs. So down here, I'm just going to say URLs. My bad. I'm going to say notice instead. Then let's create a new URL and say notice, which stands for notifications. Same thing here, notice, same thing here, notice. And here, what we have is mark noti send. Same thing here, mark noticing. Same thing here, mark noticing. Very, very good. So let's add this in the sidebar, which is the vendor sidebar. So I'm going to replace one of this with one of this. And this one now is going to be notice. Very good. And all we just need to do is add this class again. So remember this class that we've been using to check what sidebar link is active. I'm gonna do the same thing, but this time around I want it to be notice, like that. Very, very good. So okay, I think we also need the templates, right? Yep, we do. So over here we have a template called notice, right? So let's see, do we have any yep, we have notification HTML. So I'm just going to take this section here, copy it, and in the vendor folder here, I'm going to create a new file called notice.html. Good. And I'm going to paste what I copied, minimize it, and let's make sure to add this extends and end block. So I'm taking this extend and also the end block and I'm putting it here and here. Good. That is exactly what I wanted. And also I think I need the sidebar. So please take the sidebar also. And we just need to put it here. Minimize this and here you go. So with this out of the way, let's see how it's going to look on our page. So all I just need to do is reload. And there you go. Click on this one. Let's see. Boom, it's working as expected. So let's start changing up. Instead of 2 over here, I'm just going to say notice dot count, and we loop through the li. So I'm going to say for n in notice, or you could say for noti in notice. It's up to you what you want to call it, okay? I'm just going to call mine for n in notice. Then let's change up some things. Instead of this new order over here, you just want to say n.type. And for those dates, instead of this, you just want to say n.dates. And for those products, you just want to say n.order.products.name. Now let's see what we have. So when we reload, there you go. We have all this looking very good. So now for the mark as seen, please make that to be an a tag, okay? Change the type to a href and change the submit to a URL that is going to say vendor mark underscore noti underscore sin. Then also you want to say n.id. All right, that's very good. So now when you reload this page, whoops, there's an issue. So we got to look at the URL again. Oh, mark notice sin doesn't have any ID, so please don't miss that. Add an ID to that. And let me close this reviews, sidebar, notifications, coupons. I only need the notice, okay? So with this, when we get back here and reload this page, good, that is working. So clicking on this, before we click on it, let's write one simple code that's going to check for something. If not notice, then I want to show a p tag that says no unread notification. Good. So after you've done that, we reload this page and then we'll mark notification as seen. There you go, notification marked as seen, and now we can see no unread notification. That is pretty much it. It's notification management, quite simple and straight to the point. Nothing too difficult here. In the next one, we'll get started working with the vendor profile and also the vendor change of password. To be very simple, because we've worked on it in the customer dashboard, so all we just need to do is replicate those in here too, and we should be done. Then we'll start with the creme de la creme of our project, which is creating products, variants, and a lot of things that are really, really cool. That is what we'll be working on in the next one. Hopefully we enjoyed the video and learned something new. Consider checking out some of the courses in the description below. One of them there might help you become a better Django and Python developer. Also, Desphixs is almost live, so drop your email address. Link will be in the description below, and as soon as we launch, we'll send you an email to notify you and you'll get started testing the application. That is going to be it for this one. I hope to see you in the next video, and until then, mad love, peace out.